It's over. I can go home soon. I saw the soldiers heading back to their barracks. They wouldn't be leaving unless everybody was dead. What? You think I could have helped? Do you really think pilots would have released him if some crazy woman threw herself on him and begged for mercy? I don't have that kind of power. I'm sorry. And frankly, you don't either. So, I stayed in the shadows and watched all those trumped-up charges and bribed witnesses. Nobody came to his defense. Nobody. They weren't even interested in justice. They set him up, and the whole thing played out just the way they intended. I know all about their justice. They set me up once too. I was lonely. My husband traveled, and even when he was home, we weren't close. And this other man, he started noticing me. He was so sweet, so tender. I had no idea that he was put up to it, that I was being used to trap Jesus. You know, they dragged me out of the bed in nothing but a bed sheet, and they just threw me in the middle of a crowd. They were about to stone me. But Jesus stood there, and then he did the strangest thing. He reached down to the dirt, and he started writing. They kept pestering him for an answer about what to do with me. I tried to focus on what he wrote, and it was a message to me. Our eyes met for just a second. You know, sometimes when men look at me, it's as if they want something. But his eyes didn't take anything. How could he have seen so deep in my soul without even making me feel ashamed of what was hidden there? Then he stood up and asked for the man who was with me. They admitted that they didn't bring him. And then they knew. They knew he was onto them. They only got madder, with red faces, bulging veins, with spit flying out of their mouths. I saw their faces. And his face. Then it struck me. Here I am, about to die and meet God. I mean, which expression is closest to his? Then I heard Jesus say, "Let him who is without sin throw the first stone." And then he bent down again and stayed right there in the dirt with me until every last one of those men walked away. Then he stood up, and I thought, now I'm gonna get what's coming to me. But Jesus told me no one condemned me anymore. Not even him. He reached out his hand to me, and he lifted me up. You know, it's not like he didn't know what I did. I mean, I wasn't totally innocent, but he released me. Jesus gave me a second chance. He lifted me out of the filth and the shame. I deserved death. But Jesus, he gave me life. You know, if I could have done anything for him today, I would have. But as long as I have life, I am going to be the new woman he created me to be. And I know, as sure as I stand here today, that I will look into those eyes again And I don't have to wonder what the God of the universe will have to say to me. For I've seen his face, and I hold his promise. I don't condemn you. You're free.
It's over. At least it was quick. Sometimes the wretches last for days, cursing as they moan and scream. But tomorrow is one of their holy days. So we sped things up a little bit. And by the looks of the storm brewing, none too soon. Not that I'm afraid of death or killing. It's a magnificent feeling when you're standing on the battleground, sword in hand, comrades by your side, conquering new territory for the glory of Rome. But this nailing of a handful of Jewish misfits, they're not soldiers. They die like slaves, calling on their God or cursing him. We Romans, we don't take our religion so seriously. No, we pay off the fates as a sort of insurance. Only a handful of people that I've ever met really believe in the gods. And nobody really likes them. I mean, take this guy today. He claims to be some kind of king. All I can do is pity the deranged fool. I mean, fighting a worthy opponent, that's one thing. But crucifying a deranged, wandering preacher with delusions of royalty? What is Rome coming to? The day wasn't a complete loss, though. I mean, I won this tunic when we were casting for lots. Nothing special, but it's the first bit of luck I've had in a while. No king's robe or anything. Or was it? Jesus of Nazareth. I have never seen a man laid down so willingly on the cross. He opened his hands like he was going to give us something. I mean, just for a second, the slightest flash, I even thought of not going through with it. I thought, this man is innocent. What kind of a soldier would kill a victim who surrendered? And his compassion. He even asked his God not to be angry with us. Criminals don't forgive. They kill. Like we did today. No. But I had to do it. I had orders. And a soldier does what he's told. He's only one man, so be it. Well, I had to do it. I was only following orders. And if he was your Messiah, well, then I'm sorry. You know, you could have made it more obvious. You could have made him look more important, more godlike. I was just following orders. I didn't know. It just happened. I had to do it. I had to.